Good morning and welcome in. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. It is Thursday. Let's take a look at your latest local news from around the region with your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. And your latest local news this morning, Tahquamenon Area Schools dealing with multiple resignations following this week's Board of Education meeting. The district's planned hire for the elementary principal position and its athletic director, both stepping down this week. Recently hired Tahquamenon Area Schools K-6 principal Matt Furtney and athletic director Anthony Kitzman both submitted letters of resignation to the Tahquamenon Area Schools School Board. Those resignations were accepted at this week's board meeting held in Curtis. Furtney was hired at his September 30th special meeting and was planned to fill the position of retiring principal Kendra Feldhusen. Feldhusen initially planned to retire at the end of this month. Furtney's resignation was accepted effective immediately. In his letter of resignation to the Tahquamenon Area Schools Board of Education, Furtney said, quote, "This was not an easy decision to make, as I was truly excited to be a member of your dedicated team. However, a unique opportunity has arisen as a better fit for the long-term career and family goals." The board accepted the resignation of Kitzman for multiple positions. Kitzman served as the district's athletic director. His final day will be effective November 13th. Kitzman's resignation also included his positions as cross-country coach, student council advisor. Kitzman was also handling student discipline for the district this school year. No reason was given for Kitzman's resignation. You can read more about those and other notes from this week's Tahquamenon Area Schools Board of Education meeting, the most recent edition of the Newberry News. Feeding America returns to town today. It's the latest local mobile food pantry. Distribution will take place at the God's Country Cooperative Parish Ministry Dunlap Center in Newberry. Lineup begins at 1. Pickup starts at 2. If you attend the food truck distribution, ask to not line up early, follow traffic directions on site, make sure there's room in your car for volunteers to load the food. Local Feeding America mobile food pantries are sponsored by the Newberry Area Ministerial Association. Engadine Consolidated Schools announcing the hiring of a new third grade teacher, which will allow them to split the current joint third and fourth grade class. The district has announced the hiring of Mrs. Jennifer Van Dyke. She'll be the new third grade teacher. Is excited to get to work with students. Van Dyke started this week with Engadine splitting their third and fourth grade class taught by Mrs. King, effective Wednesday. Van Dyke is said to have a passion for teaching and dedicated to creating a positive learning environment. He served many years as a substitute teacher for multiple grades. Previous experience includes fifth grade teaching and seventh and eighth grade. Van Dyke has a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology and is working with the Teachers of Tomorrow program to earn elementary education certification. You can get Van Dyke's contact information and learn more by visiting the Engadine Consolidated Schools Facebook page. Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital is inviting the community to their annual Bells of Hospice memorial service. It'll take place Monday, November 3rd at 1 p.m. in the hospital atrium at Schoolcraft Memorial in Manistee. It's a program that honors loved ones with the display of names on a bell throughout the month of November. You can listen to the bells as loved ones are honored. Submit your names now in advance to be notified and read at the ceremony. You can submit names for the Bells for Hospice service by going online to scmh.org or by calling 906-341-3805. Also, as part of the event, you can learn about the benefits of Schoolcraft's hospice program. There'll be light refreshments and snacks. The service will also be streamed for family members out of town on the Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital Facebook page. For more information on the Bells for Hospice Memorial Service, call 906-341-3805. And trick-or-treating times have been announced for the Village of Newberry. This year's official trick-or-treat hours in the village limits will be Friday, October 31st from 5 until 7:30 p.m. If you want more information, you can contact the village office at 906-293-3433. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That is your latest local news this morning. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Time now to check in with sports this morning. A potentially historic night for the Newberry Lady Indians volleyball program as they travel to Pickford for E.U.P Conference play. Newberry Lady Indians are in first place in the E.U.P Conference, and they will clinch the E.U.P Conference championship. They beat the Lady Panthers tonight. Newberry swept Pickford earlier on this season, looking to make it 2 in a row, pick up their 7th straight varsity contest. Win could also help them clinch the number 1 seed in the upcoming MHSAA district tournament. Newberry's JV girls are trying to wrap up an undefeated regular season in their matchup with Pickford tonight. Newberry volleyball at Pickford, a championship caliber evening. JV game 5:45. Varsity will follow in that contest. The Newberry JV football team wraps up their season at home tonight. Junior varsity Indians welcome in the Rudyard Bulldogs for Week 9 action. Kickoff at the Newberry football field is at 6 p.m. M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network Facebook page will have live video play-by-play coverage of that contest. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. Cold, wet, and windy conditions will continue. Showers likely throughout the day, mostly cloudy with a high in the low 40s. Northwest winds 5 to 10. For your Friday, scattered showers, mostly cloudy, highs in the mid-40s. Northwest winds 5 to 10. Early outlook for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny, highs in the low to mid-50s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. Have a great day. This is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.